We're broadcasting from New Orleans. A huge salute to the Who Dat Nation. I'm Big Q with the Sports Coma. We are officially underway. Huge thanks to you and our sponsor, FanDuel. The Saints are vetting prospects. This is the crucial time of year when the black and gold meets with its future talent. We are seeing the wide range of talent the Saints are considering for their roster. They're covering all their bases with 8 total picks. An incredible 5 of those are in the first 4 rounds. The Saints will absolutely land new players. If they can echo last year's draft success, something major is building. Let's get to it. Hit that like button as we dive in. The Saints met with RaJa Nelson, the deep threat from North Dakota State. This is a huge play. He is a special teams weapon with an incredibly diverse set of skills that we are witnessing. I apologize. Let me get this right for you all. There we are. We'll discuss that later. This is the man of the hour. March was extremely favorable for the Saints, as they added several core free agents who will elevate the roster. This gives them an excellent draft position, having addressed key needs before the April 26th event. The backfield improved with Travis Etienne, and the offensive line was strengthened with guard David Edwards. Demario Davis passed the baton to his former understudy, Kaden Elliss, at the linebacker position. It's likely that wide receiver and cornerback will be addressed in the draft as the team meets with many prospects. USC's My Lemon was an early visitor, and now they are evaluating slot receiver RaJa Nelson from North Dakota State. Insider Aaron Wilson reports Nelson met the Saints, Giants, and Vikings at his pro day and had a private Eagles workout yesterday. He logged 28 receptions for over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 21-yard return average. That is undeniable special teams value. He's been called a Swiss Army knife because of his wide-ranging abilities and the sheer volume of what RaJa can accomplish. And versatility is the theme today. A sharp offensive mind, like Kellen Moore, values that quality immensely. You covet the flexibility this player provides, and the Saints are seriously interested in drafting him. Continuing on, Nelson is a thrilling name to watch for the draft, with his elite speed and great work from the slot. In 2025, he snagged 28 catches. He averaged over 14 yards per reception with 4 scores, plus 168 kick return yards. Though his production dipped later on, his opening 3 games were phenomenal, notching 9 catches for 125 yards and 4 scores in that time. The Saints are in dire need of additions at the position before the 26th draft begins. Nelson could be a player they target seriously when April finally gets here. It is no secret that the New Orleans Saints are hunting for speed. We know Kellen Moore loves fast players. He showed his commitment to speed by trading for Divine Valley. That player is exceptionally fast. We know Chris Olave is fast. Jalen Polk lacks that top-end speed, but he is a true technician. I feel people are underestimating Jalen Polk. They're ignoring the kind of impact he could have this season. But the essential point is this. They already have approximately 11 receivers currently on the depth chart. So, will they add another player who can also contribute to the return game? Trey Palmer has that capability. We also know the running back, Tyson Chandler, could be deployed as a special teams asset. But a major emphasis for the Saints in this draft is correcting the return game problems we've seen. They have to win the field position battle. That's why they paid to bring in the punter, Ryan Wright. He's got a powerful leg with great placement, which will help the coverage units contain opposing returners. However, we must also see that the Saints need to keep improving their special teams to get all units on par. Scouting this receiver is a very interesting move. The Saints are working hard to add more receiving talent as we proceed. Okay, before we finish, let's switch gears, team. We're going to jump to this chart now. I'm about to give you the remaining pro day schedule because there is a ton to follow. I will show you the last pro days to monitor, which the Saints are likely attending. Today is Baylor's pro day. Tomorrow includes Boston College, Duke, Iowa, LSU, Miami, and North Carolina, plus SMU and Toledo. These are all pro days. Among all these teams, at the LSU pro day, we know Monso Delane will be there, along with the safety, A.J. Holly, and Garrett Nussmeier will be there too. Many of these players could be future draft picks for the Saints. You'll also see other notable prospects to watch, like Rivers, the cornerback from Duke. He is a top-tier player. Jennings Dunker, the Iowa offensive tackle, is another one. And Miami and LSU's pro days are the biggest, showcasing top draft prospects. Miami features Ruben Bang Jr., Francis Mongol, Haki Mesidor, plus you have Keontae Scott and Marquil Bell. A ton of these prospects are getting major attention, and I'm certain the Saints will split scouts between LSU and Miami to watch them. Don't forget North Carolina, SMU, Southeastern Louisiana, or Toledo. with safety Emmanuel McNeil-Warren over there. Then, on Tuesday, the schedule explodes with pro days. Auburn hosts theirs, featuring the likes of Kendrick Falk. Many mock drafts project Kendrick Falk as a first-rounder, with some sending him to the Saints in the top 10. He's incredibly gifted, but I don't see him as a top 10 edge rusher. Cron Crawford and Connor Lew from Auburn are also notable. Next up is Boise State and Cincinnati with linebacker Jake Gold and the massive defensive lineman Deontay Carleon. Iowa State is there too. Louisville has Chris Bale, the former teammate of our own quarterback, Tyler Shuck, who we'll be watching, as well as North Carolina State, Malachi Fields, who performed incredibly at his pro day, and Jadarian Price, who I believe is the second best running back in this class. His production was limited because he was backing up Jeremiah Love, but Jadarian Price is one hell of a running back. I truly rate him as probably the number 2 back in this draft, so we can monitor their pro days closely. Texas, with Anthony Hill Jr., will also be on the 24th, Tuesday, and UConn showcases receiver Skylar Bell. Then on the 25th, Alabama holds its pro day with Caden Proctor and quarterback Ty Simpson, who many are watching. The Jets might be looking to acquire him. He could be a first or even second-round quarterback. Projections suggest the Jets might select him mid-draft. Considering they hold 2 first-round selections, they are probably considering him. Then, of course, you examine the rest of the dates in March. Arizona will display its defensive backs. You have Nebraska, Iowa State, and several guys at Ohio State to watch, like Carnell Tate. Texas A&M is that same day. Cassius Howella, Casey Conception, and Chase Basanis are just a few of the prospects to check out. The Saints scouting department will be absolutely slammed over the next week. There's a slate of fantastic pro days ahead. USF will also have Malachi Lawrence present, followed by Wake Forest. Then on the 26th, UC Florida with Caleb Banks. Jake Slaughter, a top center, will be there too. The phenomenal edge rusher David Bailey will be there as well for everyone to evaluate. Then on the 27th, Jordan Tyson, who some consider the best or second best wideout in this draft. Things then leap to the 31st. You'll have Buffalo, and Tennessee will host its pro day with Jamea McCoy, a projected first-round receiver. Chris Brazell, the former Tulane receiver, massively increased his draft stock and could be a second-round pick. A big 6'4", 6'5" player with great speed who performed very well at the scouting combine. Indeed, Chris Brazell II truly boosted his value. We'll see how his pro day turns out. Then, on April 1st, the national champion Indiana Hoosiers hold their pro day, where you'll see Fernando Mendoza slinging it. We'll get a look at receivers Amaya Cooper Jr. and Elijah Surratt, plus cornerback D'Angelo Pines will be there. So, those are the upcoming pro dates that you should all keep on your radar. So there will be breaking news, since LSU did show interest in Mansour Delane, and we'll see how that develops. Y'all tell me your predictions for what the New Orleans Saints are going to do in this year's draft. What's your take on the versatile weapon we have right here from North Dakota State? Slot receiver RaJa Nelson is a smaller player, but his versatility will be a huge asset on special teams. With that, it's a wrap. Do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and please share the show on your social media. This is Big Q repping Who Dat Nation. Shout out to our show's official sponsor, FanDuel. Place your prop bets at FanDuel now. And please support the streamer as we drive for 15,000 subscribers. Click the like button, hit subscribe, and above all else, we would appreciate it if you shared the show. That helps a ton. That said, I'll catch you on the next broadcast. Big thanks to our Patreon and YouTube member family. Much love. Peace. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they're gonna beat them Saints? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they're gonna beat them Saints? Who dat? Who dat? Hey, New Orleans. Whether you're getting Saints news in Jackson Square or checking Pelicans scores from the Garden District, there's a single destination that connects you to our city's pulse. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, your #1 source for the Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and the culture that defines our incredible city. At your desk, in the Dome, or relaxing by the Mississippi, stay plugged into the heart of the Big Easy. In New Orleans, you don't just reside, you're part of its very pulse. You're always in the know. Head to woo@daily.com to lock into the heart of Who Dat Nation. Discover the Pro Shop, our forge for authentic NOLA apparel for every generation. From Saints domination to Pelicans pride, every thread is authentically New Orleans. Outfit your entire squad from the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Kids Collection. We have genuine gear reflecting our city's soul. All links are waiting in the description or chat. The Saints are storming into this draft with a laser-focused game plan. Weaponize the roster with speed and versatility. This signals a massive shift in team building, where adaptability is now the new gold standard over raw talent. In the modern league, true game changers dominate every phase offense, special teams, and that's the ultimate weapon. They're hunting players who can torch defenses deep and flip the field on returns, turning every single down into a threat. This strategy is torn from the modern offensive playbook. Create space, push the tempo, and generate explosive plays. Land these prospects, get them up to speed fast, and the offense could reach an entirely new level this season. Their scouts are leaving no stone unturned, hitting pro days nationwide in an exhaustive search for future stars. This isn't just about the first round. They're casting a massive net for impact players from top to bottom. It screams confidence in their coach's ability to forge raw diamonds into polished, dominant performers. And make no mistake, fixing special teams is a top priority, knowing that forgotten third phase wins championships. With new blood and a new blueprint, the goal is simple: dominate field position and dictate the game's outcome. This draft strategy is a masterclass in balance, winning now while building for the future, and it could define their season. Pull this off, and they're not just reloading. They're building a dynasty for years to come. But it's not all about flashy skill players. The real battle plan involves absolute domination in the trenches. Everyone loves playmakers, but championships are won and lost up front, making fortified lines absolutely essential. They've added veteran steel in free agency. Now the draft is for injecting youth, fire, and fierce competition. A powerful offensive line changes everything, unleashing the run game and creating a truly unpredictable attack. On defense, adding explosive linemen means relentless quarterback pressure and total control of the line in big matchups. The challenge is striking a perfect balance, finding players who dominate now while also building for tomorrow. With a war chest of early picks, they're positioned to land instant impact stars and high-ceiling future cornerstones. This two-pronged attack demands flawless scouting and an ironclad vision for the team's new identity. But talent isn't enough. Locker room chemistry, coachability, and sheer mental grit will separate busts from superstars. If their draft choices match their vision, speed, versatility, depth, the Saints won't just be improved, they'll be utterly transformed. Drafting elite talent is only half the battle. The real test is forging them into the existing system. Anyone can draft talent, but true success comes from molding it into a cohesive, unstoppable unit. The coaches face a crucial challenge: rapidly elevating these rookies to a professional-grade level of play. Mastering fundamentals, game awareness, and unwavering consistency is the fast track for rookies to make an immediate impact. Veteran leadership will be critical, forging a culture of discipline that helps the young guns level up. Beyond that, the front office must stay agile, ready to pivot as the chaotic draft unfolds. The draft is pure chaos. Sudden trades and surprise picks can change everything in an instant. They must react in real time, seizing opportunities without desperately reaching to fill a perceived gap. That blend of agility and discipline is what separates a decent draft haul from a legendary one. Nail this, and they don't just upgrade the team for today, they build a sustainable powerhouse for the future. But all the off-season hype means nothing. The ultimate judgment comes when the real games begin. Training camp battles and early season tests will prove if this bet on speed and versatility truly pays off. These new weapons must deliver when the pressure is highest, executing flawlessly in games that hang in the balance. Winning on third down, controlling the field, and eliminating errors. These are the first signs of a truly upgraded roster. If this team can find its rhythm early, they'll build unstoppable momentum for the brutal back half of the schedule. Through it all, depth will be paramount to surviving the brutal grind of injuries and fatigue. A championship roster isn't built on stars alone. It's forged with reliable backups who can step up and dominate. And that's precisely where their obsessive, detailed scouting effort will pay massive dividends. Late-round gems and undrafted warriors often become hidden heroes, providing stability when the season is on the line. Combine immediate star power with rock-solid depth, and this team will be built to conquer the league's grueling marathon. No matter what decision is ultimately made, this situation highlights how quickly things can change in the NFL. One season, a player can be the face of a franchise, and the next, their role can be uncertain. For Kamara, this moment is about more than just football. It is about legacy, pride, and how he wants to be remembered. Does he fight to prove he still belongs at the highest level? Or does he step away before the game takes more from him? In many ways, this is what makes sports so compelling. The rise, the peak, and eventually the difficult decisions that come with time. Alvin Kamara has already achieved what most players can only dream of, but the final chapter of his career is still unwritten. Whether it ends in redemption, transition, or farewell, one thing is certain: his story will remain one of the most memorable in recent Saints history. And as this chapter continues to develop, it becomes clear that the outcome will impact more than just one player. The Saints are standing at a crossroads, balancing respect for a franchise icon with the need to move forward and stay competitive. Decisions like these are never easy, especially when emotion and loyalty are involved. Yet in the NFL, progress often requires difficult choices, and this could be one of those defining moments for the organization. For Kamara, the opportunity still exists to shape how this story ends. Whether he embraces a new role, proves his doubters wrong, or chooses a different path entirely, the power to define his legacy remains in his hands. Fans will continue to watch closely, hoping for one more glimpse of the player who once electrified the league. No matter the outcome, this moment will be remembered as a turning point, one that marks either the beginning of a new era or the closing of an unforgettable one.